Boise, Idaho right now. Yes, looks like we want to run this for value gap.
If we, so here's a scenario I have. If we, you're probably gonna get in before me, but see, I'm going to 5 minute. If we inverse, so if we hit the sell side at 16,753 and then inverse this 5 minute along that.
That big 5 minute fair value gap.
Yeah, but it's kind
Yeah,
of big.
I'm kind of interested to see how you trade your inverse.
Yeah, this one is kind of big. So what I do is I wouldn't blindly long the 5 minute. I'd wait for like another 1 minute and make the RR way better. Or what I'll do is to make the RR better is if we get an OB inside the inverse, instead of putting the stop below the inverse, I'll put it below the OB.
Gotcha.
I need these lows to be ran first.
I mean, I like those equal highs that we have, those relative equal highs on NQ.
Yeah. All right, there's a low finally. So yeah, now we just kind of wait and see what the reaction through this is. Like if we really displace under this, obviously I'm not going to be interested in longing. So we're just going to
I mean, we could just keep selling, so.
Yeah, again, it all depends on the displacement below here.
One of my favorite comments I've gotten during a live was 300-point move and you didn't alert one trade. Crazy.
Dude, I know. I don't get those as yeah, I don't get those as much because you probably get them more because you're more of a signal service. Like I kind of advertise myself as not a signal service, even though I'm really good at
I definitely do not advertise myself as a signal service.
Really? Well, I feel
no, not at all.
Really. I mean, that's what I think.
I tell people all the time that if you should not be coming here if you want to be spoon fed.
Yeah. Justin's model. Justin is like a 2022 model trader. Am I right on that?
Not really.
Really?
I haven't traded. No, I don't trade 2022.
Wait, what do you trade?
I mean,
breakers?
I have kind of my own, like I use market maker models is pretty much the foundation of everything I trade.
Dude, whenever whenever I see a play, it's always like the start of an MMXM, and like it always starts off with a 2022 model.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm trading the smart money reversal most time. Yeah. I mean, sometimes that'll be 2022. Yeah. But a lot of 2022 fails. Like they'll fail because people just don't know what they're looking for.
Did I post it in my index? I have like a little, you know how ICT does all his tweets like, note this level, blah blah, like we should go here, and they're not really alerts. I have my own channel, my Discord, and this morning I put like last night I said, oh, I want these data highs, but I said we would have to hold that. We made like a 15-minute fair value gap last night, like at 345, and we never did. So I woke up this morning and I'm like, damn it, dude, we broke all this. Unfortunately, we're probably gonna go to sell side here. And then the target hits, and I'm like, sadly, there's a target because I'm just, dude, I did not want to short. But people ask me, how do I change my bias so quick? Well, again, my favorite ICT quote is literally when he says, when 3 PD arrays are violated, your ass is next. And whenever I see that, like I always change my bias, and it works almost every time. So like
it does.
Like that. The fact that we violated the hourly yesterday at 3 p.m. and we just really displaced you, you have to change your bias. Like, how can you be bullish if we violate that? It's just so obvious.
One thing as well too is I like to use it as like if I'm in a position like and I'm like in my runners or something and like I'm targeting buy side and like something goes against the position. Like let's say like the bullish balance gets ran through, like I'll take my contracts off from that if it's running. Like a lot of the times I'll continue to run it as long as like my bias is getting respected, but if it doesn't get respected, I'll most likely just take a runner off or just continue to trail it.
I have the if you go to the hourly, I have the 10 o'clock fair value I get from Tuesday the 9th marked out here. I don't enter inversions on anything below the or 15-minute above typically, but if we violate this 10 o'clock Tuesday 9th fair value gap, we should go to 16657.25. So I'm kind of watching. If we get a long setup out of here, great, I'll take it. But if we violate it, I'm gonna target here. And obviously, there's no inversion model here for me yet. Again, I would want
DXY is looking pretty bullish. I think we're gonna go run up to that 104 area.
The DXY is.
But I want to see this open as well.
Yeah, DXY. Yep. So 104.26. Also, the 4
just
hour.
waiting.
Also, look at the 4 hour BPR. Draw that too. If we close below that, I think we really run. I'll be pretty confident us running 16657.50. We'll know in 12 minutes. Just from this momentum, like gun to my head, we do run this 16656 level. It's gonna be confirmed once this 4 hour closes below, though. Waiting.
I honestly would not be surprised if we continue to sell to that 657 level.
Yeah, if we close below this 4 hour.
Yeah.
Which is in 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, if this 4 hour gets closed below, we definitely continue.
Yeah.
So would you trade an inverse model like that?
Yeah.
And then look for the smaller time frame?
Yeah.
And you look for like a 5-minute rejection?
What I'll do is I already think we're probably gonna run this. So what I'm looking for here is I'm looking for some sort of move up that looks like a 2022 model, but it baits people. They long it, they get wrecked, and then once that's violated, I'll short.
Gotcha.
And
I kind of like that.
Yeah, and then it should be maybe like a 1.52R if we get it, and I'll just target that draw on liquidity in the higher time frame, the 16657.
Are you looking specifically for a 2022 model to get ran through, or can it be any imbalance?
It has to be an imbalance that, like, if I were
people would trade.
If
like,
I were to just start watching, if I were to just start watching
okay.
ICT and saw like, it has to be just obvious. Like, if I was a newer trader, I would long it. Like, it stands out, you know.
Yeah. I'm gonna double check real quick. Yeah, all the news has already happened today.
Yeah. Again, if we don't close under this BPR, it's not gonna matter. Like, we have to close under this 4 hour. Dude.
Were you born in Idaho? No, I was born in the Bay Area.
Someone in my chat just said, "Troll Justin, say you're longing here."
That's troll.
I
kind of would want to see how it would play out, though. Let's see if Dodgy was to long right this second, how would this work out?
Wonder. I think I would get wrecked. I think
you're gonna get wrecked.
Yeah. Hey, someone just said check Event Horizon, dude. I really hope you're joking, but if you're
check
not,
what?
Event Horizon. Do you know what that is?
What the fuck is that?
It's the midpoint between two new week opening gaps or new day opening gaps.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a 2023 mentorship thing.
Do people use that?
Dude, I don't.
Why have I never heard that before?
It's because, dude, it's like just a new concept.
Just like a Reaper. I don't even know what the fuck a Reaper is either, to be honest.
Yeah, people overcomplicate ICT.
Yeah, you guys do not need to. You guys do not need to use all these extra concepts. I mean, a lot of the times, like, they work, but find something that you can use and build confidence with, and that's really all you need. Like, a lot of the times, you just keep adding, you're just gonna have analysis paralysis. We got 9 minutes till that candle opens. That macro opened too, so we'll see if we can retrace back to that 5-minute. I'm watching that 5-minute for value. I want to see it get rejected. What part of the Bay Area? I'm from a town called Danville. These blue lines on my chart is the bigger time frame breaker that we're starting to displace out of. So if we continue to run through this and we run through this daily for value gap, I would want to see this become the bigger time frame market maker sell model, and then work our way back down to this 933 level.
I think this is a sell
Actually,
model.
that
I think
336 level first.
This should be a sell model already.
I would want to see it too, because we're just gonna get. We're gonna get a lot more opportunity if we actually end up breaking through this.
Can your YouTube stream hear me?
Yeah.
I already think this is gonna be sell model. I mean, the close confirms it, but just like this is like momentum wise, the fact that we've already violated the obvious fair value I got from Tuesday the 9th at 11 o'clock, like sell model.
Yeah.
I need it for me to actually enter. I need like a false move up here, bullish fair value gap, then violation, and I'll short. About that, I can't. I'm not chasing this, obviously. Volume is too low. I don't care what the volume.
Danville, Blackhawk, San Ramon, Walnut Creek. Yeah, I used to go to San Ramon. If 2022 model isn't great, which ICT concept is better compared to 2022? Market maker models is literally what is the market. If you could put time to learn market maker models, you're going to be able to view the market in a lot better way, and you're just going to have a better understanding of where market wants to go. I highly recommend watching my market maker video on it, my market maker model video.
Again, this was here and it did work. Just to record this. So.
Yo, your long's playing out right now.
Oh yeah, let's go. So here's where I'm really looking for like a 1 minute fair value up the form or something. And then if we violate it, short it probably. It has to be obvious though. Like
yeah.
And again, it also takes screen time to know something's obvious. Like you have to understand if you were just starting ICT and you came to the market, it has to be something that a total noob would look at and be like,
I feel like
long.
I've seen enough of your screenshots on Twitter, like, because there's been times where I've like been trading and I'll be like, I feel like Dodgy would take this kind of trade.
Yeah, dude, that Tanya says the same thing, like in front of her viewers. Like she literally says, like it's accidental because you see someone of my post and then you'll see it play out live time.
Yeah.
And it's like accidental.
And it's easy to see it a lot of the time when it happens.
Exactly. Like, yeah.
Trading market maker alone is pattern trading. You need narrative to read the manipulation. Well, of course.
Guys, I know this is the 30-second model here, but I'm not touching the 30-second right now. Again, the only reason, does anyone know why I don't want to touch the 30-second here? Even though it doesn't look bad. Because it's because we're so close to this new 4-hour candle open, I'd rather just wait. So again, you can take this if you want. Stop to break even would be at 16709.75 if you're in. And then you target 16657. But I don't, again, I feel comfortable waiting for the 4-hour close. Again, it's an A+ setup in my opinion. We did take liquidity technically. This isn't a bad setup. It's a decent short. All right, so your stop would be to break even here. And you'd probably get stopped to break even there. Again, more reason is because we hit that internal low at 55.
I want to see NQ work our way back up to that 5-minute fair value gap. That's really the only thing I'm waiting for right now. Again, still sitting here.
If you look at the
being patient.
Yeah, we're in a BPR by the way in the 30-second. Half my chat's shorting this because it's an inversion.
Let me see.
Like
Oh, that 30-second getting ran through, yeah.
Yeah, and we ran the high at 950, and we know the draw is pretty bearish at the moment.
Nice little scalp. Let the runners go.
Yeah. See what I'll do, like the guaranteed take profit here is
the recent low.
Yeah, and that's about a 0.86R. And if that's the case, I won't scale there, but I'll move my stop to break even there and make it a free trade. And then I'll target, like if we have a higher time frame draw, like I'd target 16657. That's a 5R. Like, so it's a free trade. It's not like it's gonna be a losing trade. It's like the quote unquote, I call it the like guaranteed. Obviously, it's not guaranteed. The high probability price target, and then once we hit that, you can move your stop to break even and see how far the run is.
A little baby SMT at the lows. I don't think that'll hold, but we'll see.
But
I want to see us work our way. Again, I'm still just waiting. Yeah, we'll see what 10 a.m. does here. Are you going short there? Nope. I am not taking any trade right now.
The only thing that would be like a really good short to me is if we just randomly like pumped up here after this 4-hour, retested the 4-hour, and got like a short setup from like.
That's pretty much what I'm looking for.
Yeah, got like a short setup from any of these fair value gaps above. Again, the draw and liquidity, like there's times like I feel like the draw and liquidity right now is fairly easy to get.
Yeah.
Because we're violating so much stuff. We have an obvious low, and this low is a 4-hour low inside of an old fair value gap, and that's a great liquidity pool. Okay, it's a intermediate term low. But the entries right now are just, there's not any clean entries in my opinion.
Yeah, and there's not really an opportunity that like without you breaking rules.
Exactly.
To, like down here.
Exactly. You just be chasing a something that's not even a model down here.
That's why you have to be focused on building good habits, not making money.
Yep.
I'm waiting. Gotta sit in here like a little duckling. Show me your chart colors. Nah, I'm gonna gatekeep that just because you said that. Just to piss you off. I'm gonna gatekeep my chart colors. Even though I've posted them like a bunch of times.
Also, another thing is the 10 o'clock reversal wouldn't apply here really because again, we just place through sell side so much where it doesn't make sense for us to get a 10 o'clock reversal. And if you don't know why the 10 o'clock reversal is so good, it's because the 4-hour candle opens then. And in this situation, it doesn't make sense to get a 10 o'clock reversal because we just violated an hourly bullish fair value to the left from the 9th, and we violated the 4-hour. So
yeah, 10 a.m. is most likely just going to continue to dump us all the way to 658.
And if we don't get that 10 o'clock reversal, usually 10 o'clock does keep going the same direction.
Yeah. And you shouldn't be looking at this chart being like, oh my God, like, where's the short opportunity? Like, you should be able to sit here and like not affect you at all. Like, just let the market do what it wants to do. If the setup occurs, then you take it. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
So, do you see the 30-second fair value gap we just formed to the downside?
Yeah. You would take a long if we were on that?
Yeah, but in this situation, I wouldn't because I think the draw is lower.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so. What would you target though? What would you target? Because it's like, there's not really a swing.
I would target the intermediate term high at 16,726, the high formed inside the BPR.
Okay, yeah.
Like that would be like that would be my guaranteed target.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't really see us running through this, so I feel like we're just gonna dump.
Yeah, I'm just
as much as I would want to see us work our way back after that 5-minute, I don't think we will.
I mean, yeah, that would be the textbook A+ setup if we got it. So,
I mean, we could because that is gonna be the retest of the 4-hour, but
yeah. The draw on liquidity, I think is 16,657 moon. Again, so I'll tape read. So I'm tape reading this 30-second version, but I like to rate setups. This would just be like a C setup here, in my opinion, because it's just not with the drawn liquidity. Does that make sense? If we close over, again, tape read it. And I always tell people, like, if you don't, like, this is not a signal service, and Justin's isn't either. If you truly think the bias is bullish and we close over this 30-second, this is a great long to take, right? You should be taking this long because this is a model to the long side. But if you think the bias is bearish like me, then why would you take this? You're just going to stress yourself out.
Yeah, don't go against your bias.
Exactly.
A lot of the times, the best setups you're gonna get are when you can align your smaller time frame buys with the bigger time frame draw. And a lot of the times, if you're just trying to trade internal action and going against your already existing bias, like it's just gonna be lower probability. There's no reason to do it.
Again, there's the 30-second close, so that would be the long 16,706. If you truly are bullish, which I'm not, so I'm not touching this. Okay, and then you'd move your stop to break even at 16,713 because that's the next swing high. Again, I'm not touching this. I don't think it's a good setup because I don't want to go against my bias. But like if we were to hit sell side here, this would be a long I would typically take. Again, if it's not, a lot of people don't understand on Twitter, like I post all these inversion models and they don't take into account
why.
Yeah, they don't take into account liquidity. They just see the market in terms of like the 2022 model, or in terms of inversion, or in terms of breakers.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it took me a while to figure that out, but
yeah. One thing I always say as well, like when I teach like market maker models and like when I trade in general, I always have to base my trades or my bias off of one of these three things, because like there's three reasons why markets move: either to hunt liquidity, rebalance to an inefficiency, or rebalance to equilibrium. That's the three reasons why markets move. So if I'm taking a trade, my bias has to be based off of at least one of those things.
Yeah. By the way, if anyone is in this 30-second long, make sure to move stop to break even here, and then your target would be 16,726, and then you'd hold the runners to 16,738. So there's the first target.
Oh my god, are we working our way back up to the 5 minute? Let's go.
Yeah. So again, see why I say, like, if you truly are bullish, you should take the setup. Like, it's a good setup. It's just it's not with my bias personally. So again, scale here if you did take that, and then your final target would be 16,738. But again, you can see like that 30-second bearish fair value gap, that looks so obvious. Right? You're going to get a lot of ICT traders shorting that. So like you're going to see, like, as soon as we pump over it, it just perfectly respected to the upside again. So
we have a little 1 minute SMT here on ES, but I want to see NQ go tap that 5 minute.
Yep.
So I'm hoping we kind of run through this, but so now if that 1 minute fair value gap gets ran through, honestly, I would be, doesn't look too bad of a short. I would want to see us move on to that 5 minute though.
So here's what I say. If the setup changes, if we were to deliver, if we were to hit the 5 minute fair value gap, are you following me?
Mm-hmm.
If we were to hit the 5 minute fair value gap and then violate the 1 minute, that would be the A+ setup. If we were to not hit the 5 minute and just get an inversion, that'd just be like it'd just be like a B setup, like 50-60% win rate. Do you get what I'm saying?
Wait. So wait, say it again.
So this 1 minute inversion I see now, this would probably be more of a B setup, because yes, it is still in the direction of the drawn liquidity, but we're not.
If you're saying we were to rebalance first, and
if we were to rebalance first and then come from the 5 minute, like there's just it's a little,
because we're rebalancing off of the inefficiency, and we're retracing back to OTE of the recent price leg as well from that morning 941 morning opening. We're gonna retrace back to OTE.
Yep, exactly. And we'd also be sweeping that 1 minute high at 953 as well.
Yeah, exactly. Did YM take that on? YM probably. What's YM doing? YM's pump. What the fuck?
Yeah, YM's pumping, bro.
YM always is doing its own thing.
It's because, well, YM just hit a daily fair value gap yesterday, so I mean, probably why.
Yes, is trying to hang on to this daily fair value gap.
Yep. How many of you in my chat did take that 30-second long because your bias was bullish? Okay, good. So again, if you're in scout mode, your bias was bullish there. Again, that's why I call it out, because that is an A+ model, just not an A+ model for me personally at the time, because again, my bias is not bullish here. So.
Can you explain how to draw trend lines straight? You just hold shift.
I don't know why your bias would be bullish. I have no idea, dude. Someone ask me. All right. So we're about to hit this 15-minute fair value gap. This is perfect. Okay. So, Justin, I'm not sure your thoughts on this, but like, do you ever blindly just short a 15-minute fair value?
This 5-minute, a 15-minute. If there's a model for it, like I wouldn't blindly short this 5-minute right here.
Okay, but go to the 15-minute time frame now. Do you see how big that is?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
like,
you don't short that.
Yeah, you wouldn't blindly short it, but you'd look for a 1-minute model out of it, right?
Yeah,
That's
exactly. So
okay.
what I do is like if there's a bigger time frame 15-minute fair value gap, I'll zoom in and find the lower time frame imbalance inside of that. So like this 5-minute is going to be the most sensitive area of which I would want to see reject. And then we also have this order block above, so we could push through this a little bit to go tap that. But what I would look for is I would use this becomes my bigger time frame rejection. So then I go down to like the 30-second or the 15-second and then look for the internal model, which would be like wait for manipulation, wait for displacement, and then look to take a short after like an imbalance getting ran through or something.
Yep. So do you see this 1-minute bullish fair value gap right now?
Yeah.
So this is typically a setup I would take if we hit the 15-minute, but price did not rebalance at 15.
Yeah, we didn't tap it yet.
So I'm gonna stay out of this one. Again, I need to see price either hit this 5 or 15-minute, and then I'll look for the inversion. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. You've checked ES, right?
Yeah, we're holding that daily. Yeah, it's looking a little bullish.
And this is an SMT. I don't know. Still just waiting here.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
I want to see how we react. I want to see how we react to this 5-minute fair value gap.
That's what I'm looking for too.
Yeah.
Because ES could put in a low here. We could move our way back up, especially if that 15-minute starts to get ran through on ES. If that 15-minute gets ran through, we definitely go back to that recent high. But I do want to see what's this high on ES. We might form a. No, never. Actually, wait. Yeah. Look at the 5-minute on ES. We're kind of close to taking that 4772 level. We could maybe form a little SMT there if we get up there.
Yeah, I'm watching it. Yeah, KC. Caleb. It depends on the momentum of it, in my opinion. Dude, stop telling me the 6-minute chart looks cleaner. I'm not putting a 6-minute chart.
That's crazy. 6-minute chart's crazy. Yo, peep the 12 real quick.
Yo, peep the 3.5.
Yo, peep this real quick. This looks clean. Crazy thing is that'll probably work still. Definitely will.
I have the 69-minute time frame on my chart, and people always ask me, why do you have it on there? I'm just, it's just for the memes.
That's for the shits and giggles.
I never actually used it.
I wanted to see NQ take that high, or tap the 5-minute. We're still holding this order block, so I want to see us start to move up here.
Yep. I'm just hoping we get something clean. Dude, the last 2 times I streamed, I have not taken a place until like 10:40. Like ICT, really? Yeah, ICT joined my stream Friday. I know you saw that.
I know I saw.
I didn't take a stick. Yeah, I didn't get in a play till like 11 o'clock because I didn't think anything was clean. And then yesterday, I thought I was gonna forego doing anything. And then finally, like before I got off stream, we got something. I took it, but again, I haven't been getting in as much like when the market trade opens lately.
Yeah. All right, we should move up into that 5 minute now. We just
Nick, all I'm looking for is I want to see what happens when we hit this 5 minute. If we start to get a high momentum through this 5 minute, I'll probably look for long setup.
Yeah, I'm really watching to see if this 5 minute gets respected or not.
Yeah.
I think it will. I think we're gonna tap this and sell. I want to see displacement.
Yeah, I want to see that as well. Oh, so do you see this 3 minute bullish prevailing gap right here? That would be the obvious prevailing gap for me. Now, to me,
that's whatever the bigger time frame is that like brings them all together pretty much.
Yeah,
groups them.
Yeah, exactly. But do you see how the low is at 16,689? Like the low of day,
Yeah.
Like that's like the guaranteed, or what I call the guaranteed price target.
Low
And that's
fruit,
just it's not a good RR. So what I do is I'd short this 3 minute. If it breaks, I wouldn't actually probably scale there. I'd probably move south to break even there, and then I'd target a little lower.
Go to the external. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. we pretty much we trade pretty much very similar. It's just different ways of how we look to enter. But like pause the market right quick. I'm pooping.
Dude, whenever I learn, there's some guy in my chat. Whenever I learn to play, he always misses it because it's always his coffee break. He comes back and is like, "No, I was getting coffee."
Gotta go take that. Get the coffee's getting the bowels flowing.
Dude, there's a guy in my chat. He says, "Talk to Justin about when he's talking shit at you a week ago, bro."
Okay, yeah. Let's address this for all the people who saying like I was hating on Dodgy.
Yeah, we're not being
You
serious.
guys think that hating on somebody is saying that I wouldn't trade their model? Like it has nothing to do with who they are or like how they are as a trader. I just said I wouldn't trade your model, and then people started to say you were shitting on him.
Yeah, you know Matt Lober on Twitter. His name is Sniper or whatever.
No, I don't think so.
He has like 40K followers and he trades ICT. But we follow each other, and like he's like a gym rat. Like I've talked to him about like workouts and stuff before. In his Discord, he was saying how bad my model was, and he told someone that I gamble. But like it was like a figure of speech because he doesn't like the model at all.
Yeah.
But we follow each other.
I don't know. Traders on Twitter are just a little too egoed a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Love the 40-year-old frat kids though, yeah.
Yep.
All right. I'm looking to see us start to sell back here. I kind of want to see ES go take that high though first. That would be nice.
Yeah, that would be an SMT. I mean, it doesn't really matter if our bias is right, but yeah, it'd be better.
No, it doesn't, but it would add some more confluence.
Yeah. So like here, if we got like a bearish FEG, like you take that.
Okay, after the rejection.
After the rejection.
But would you take like a 30-second though, or no?
Yeah. If I'm confident about the draw on liquidity, I'll slap a 30-second. Like, I mean, the 30-second at 1013 doesn't look terrible, and the reason why I say that is because see all the engineer lows beneath us.
Yeah.
Starting from like 1005, 30-second, 1008, 1010, 1012. Like it's kind of a little trend line there, so it's like that doesn't look terrible to me. I've been trying to stay out. So what I do is I typically try not to trade the 30-second after 10 o'clock. And that's self-explanatory because after 10 o'clock, the volatility dies down a little bit. And I like the second time frames, like in the first 30 minutes of open, because I bet you've seen this, but the 30-second chart looks like the 1 minute when we first opened, like sometimes.
Yeah, because of volatility.
Yeah. So like I try to stay off it after like 10.
Why is your bias bearish? So 4 hour got ran through. Again, market ends up opening when it's 10 a.m. We're ended up reversing back into this. I would want this to become inverse. Once this gets ran through as well, Most likely I would want to see us move back to the 6,656 level on the daily, which is also that daily for value gap. But do keep in mind, we do have an SMT here. But since we're retracing back into this, I want to see this 5-minute get respected, and then I want to see a continuation sell off. And now we're starting to get displacement, which looks good. I want to see us continue to sell off here, and then look for a short entry.
Darius, this is the one right here from 10 o'clock. Yeah. So this 30-second fair value gap was inverse, so this is a short play for anyone wondering. And then your target, your break-even target would be 16.75, which is here basically. And then again, my first target would be this fair value gap at 10.03. Then the break-even would be here.
So this 1 minute doesn't look bad, but I need to see displacement through these lows. Oh, this looks actually clean though. This is going to be a clean power of 3. I might take a short here in this 1 minute. I'm going to take a short stab here.
Oh, he's taking a short.
Put my stop at the high.
Yeah, I like this. I like this play. It's just not my model. Like
this 15-second looks cleansies. But again, the only thing that's not validated with this trade is, keep in mind, we didn't get displacement through this low. So that's the only thing that is kind of against us here.
Yeah.
But I like this power of 3 here. I like this accumulation.
Yeah, I like this short because we just left 1 minute equal lows at 16,725.25. But even though I say that, it's still not my model. I don't touch it. I literally just play inversions. So
yeah, what's the macro right now?
It's 10.18.
Yeah, I want to see us.
So how you trade right now, that's actually how I used to trade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, normally, like, I like this because the extra confluence off the 5 minute.
Yeah,
But a lot of the times, like, what I'm looking for is I would look for this to be the sell model. So I would look for whatever distribution phase we're in, and then once I get that rejection, I'll add to my position. So I'll pyramid into a position.
Yeah,
so like what I'll do is, like, I'll be in like my position size here, and then once I get more confirmation, like, I'm looking for this to be sell side of the curve.
Yeah.
Once this gets like distributed out of and we start to displace past the recent low, I'll look for scale opportunities to then move to sell side.
Yeah. So again, we left the
equal lows here.
To
trail my stop.
Yeah, I like this rejection so far. We have a 15-second inversion here.
And again, scaling point on this is going to be this fair value gap. But if we reject this 5 minute, we should sell off to new lows. But it's always smart to scale since this 1 minute hasn't been hit yet. So I'll probably take some contracts off in this 1 minute.
So ideally, if you are short, you want to see this 15-second hold right here.
Yeah, this 15-second needs to hold bearish. We should sell off into this 1 minute fair value gap. I'll take half off of there, and then I'll let the rest go to the low.
Dude, that's so weird. You trade exactly how I used to. Like, I for anyone who's been with me a long time, what you just took, I call the confirmation setup. It's like it's a fair value gap out of a fair value gap. That's what I used to do all the time. Who in chat used to remember when I used to do that all the time? Remember I made the YouTube videos about like the confirmation setup? I know Dean remembers. I still do it, just not with inversions now. So there's the equal lows. So in this case here, I'd move my stop to break even.
Yeah, and I would want to see us move here by now.
The reason why is because if we don't just place these below these equal lows and we bounce here, and we go back to my entry, I know I'm probably gonna get stopped out anyways. And it's a lot of screen time. Like I do not want to see that.
Stop to break even here. I don't think we should go back. We should continue to sell.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree.
All right. That's your first PT there on that 1 minute, and then I'm letting my rest go to the new low or the recent low.
And ICT came into my stream on Friday, and I was in a long, and I still had a couple runners left, and I literally told him like I would have wanted to see price accelerate here, and he agreed with me. He's like, "Yeah, I would have wanted to see that as well," and it didn't.
I took that same long on Friday, and I scaled. So when we ended up selling off, and we had that manipulation move, and then we started to pump back up. I targeted that internal high, and that's, again, I was looking for us the same thing. Like, I wanted to see us move higher to go to the recent high.
Yeah.
But we never ended up doing so. And then, but I should have scaled more of my contracts because I scaled like like 30% of my position, and then I ended up just like getting stopped and like break even on the rest of them.
Yep. I'm really tempted to try this 30-second. So this 30-second from 10:03:30, 30-second. Like this
So
looks.
would you take a short if this 1 minute gets ran through?
Yeah, I would, but the problem
Yeah.
is like I prefer the short where you took the short, but what was the problem where you took the short? For me.
There was no clean inverse.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there will be days where there is a
But
clean
what about
inverse
the
there.
15-second? What about that 15-second getting ran through?
I don't.
It wasn't.
No,
It kind of wasn't.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean the 15-second was fine. I marked it out, but I don't want to trade the 15-second.
Okay.
I don't. Again, there's a lot of like I don't want to go on the 15-second for the sake of these new people. I don't. They're just not a good idea. So.
All right, I want to see us get through this 1 minute now. My stop's at break even now, so it's risk off.
Someone in my chat just said lots of ifs for ICT.
Lots of ifs for ICT.
Yeah.
I get that comment all the time, bro.
I know. I don't think
I got a review. Yeah. I got a review on my WAP page that said during my live streams, I say this could happen too many times. Like, bro, are you fucking kidding me? Trading is literally a game of probabilities. Of course, something could happen.
Yeah, it's just logic. Like if this breaks, I'll do this, or if this breaks, I'll do this.
Like
it's literally
nothing
just
is guaranteed. Yeah, like it's literally like nothing is guaranteed.
Yeah.
We're waiting. Like trading is a game where you're constantly being fed new data.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
my bias could switch in like 10 minutes by new new ideas. Like if something gets ran through, like this gets taken, like I'm no longer gonna be long or short.
Yeah.
People just don't realize that.
And your first take profit just hit, so it's like, okay, I'm scaling half here. It's a winning trade. Stop goes to break even. It's like I don't know if I'm gonna get stopped to break even or not.
Yeah, you should be able to sit here and just let the market do what it wants to do. Like I have no clue if it's gonna work, and you shouldn't care. Like you shouldn't sit here just like shaking in your boots, being like, oh, like I'm gonna take this off. Like I'm up an extra $1,000 on the rest of my position here. Am I gonna sit here and like whine about if I get stopped? No.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing what I should be doing here. And it's the difference between being focused on doing what you're actually supposed to doing, which is building good habits, versus trying to make money. If you're focused on making money, you're going to build bad habits and you're just going to end up not being successful.
Yep. So final decision, what I'm going to do is, again, if this 30-second is violated, I'll take a short. Under one condition, it cannot hit 16702.50 first. If it hits this first, I'm not taking it. And again, for me, the entry is going to look somewhere like this. Not back above the close.
Bearish.
Yeah. Again, it does not matter if we don't get the short. Okay, I'm just saying if we do. Okay.
All right, I'm stopped at break even there on the rest.
Yeah, nice play. That was a good play.
Thank you.
So it doesn't even look like we're gonna get the short. But if we were,
yeah, it doesn't even look like it.
Yeah, if we were, okay, then this would look like the play, and the first PT would be a 1.4R, and then I'd hold the rest for 3.76 at low. Again, it does not look like we're gonna get it though.
Looks like we want higher here.
Yeah. So did anyone in my chat? Did anyone take Justin's play there?
Oh my God, we're going.
Very nice. Everyone's typing 1.
Fire.
So again,
yeah, since I
no, you can
go ahead.
No, you can go.
No, you go.
Okay. So even though I was looking for a short and for this 1 minute fair value, I got to get violated. Was it violated? Nope. That just means I can't short, right? So it doesn't matter if my bias is wrong or right here. I can't short because it didn't get violated. Okay.
I don't even remember what I was going to say, to be honest. Oh yeah. Always focus on what's being respected, what's being disrespected. Like if I have a bearish bias and I think the draw's lower, the market should be showing me reasons why that should like happen, right?
Yeah.
So I need confirmation. I need confirmation for my bias. So it's like if I think the draw's lower, that fair value gap should not hold bullish. So since that 1 minute ends up getting respected, I have to realize that, okay, do we want to go higher here now? Where could we possibly go? Is my draw off? Like I'm thinking about it that way. So now that this is holding, I have to sit here and say, yeah, there is a possibility we can still sell off, but I need to see more confirmation for me to take any sort of position now that ended up holding. Like ES is starting to sell. ES could again continue to see the lows, but now that NQ is getting bought, we could maybe form SMT at the highs and have another manipulation move. But I would have wanted to see us sell by now. So right now I'm just kind of watching.
Yep. And that again, that 3-minute fair value gap was expected. We had a quick reaction off that. Like nothing about that's bearish at all.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, notice how slow like our little that sell off was to rebalance to that 1 minute versus our reaction off of it as well.
So do you see this 3-minute fair value gap here that we're in? Bearish one?
Yeah.
So if we get like let's say we do not hit that high at 16,780, the 3-minute high, and we get an order block inside this 3-minute, we close above this inverse, how long that?
So close above this 3-minute?
Yeah, but we had to get an order block too.
Okay, okay.
And the reason why is because
and would you target 779 or 780 or
780 would be my like first scale if it's more than 10 points, and then I target the 930 high.
Okay, okay.
But do you see the problem with this one? If we close above without an order block, the RR for the first price target is just too shit.
Yeah, because your entry is kind of like off that big inverse.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like I'll
Where do you put your stop?
A stop is a close below.
Oh, okay.
Unless there's an OB, I'll do like a hard stop below OB.
Okay,
and I'm right a lot of the time, so typically like we will not close below, and that's why I do my stop there.
Just because you have the conviction for it. And
you can't exactly. You can't do that for Forex though. Forex is a lot sloppier in my opinion. The closes and below and close above don't work as well. You have to put stops, highs, and lows.
Waiting game.
How's the stream so far, guys? Has this been educational?
Yeah, have you guys been enjoying this? Let's get some feedback.
Awesome.
Do more of these? Awesome. All right. Glad you guys like it.
Again, I know I haven't gotten any clean entries, but I mean Justin's gotten one, so that was good.
Yeah, and again, today me and Ryan both woke up today, got on a call and said, "This is not what we wanted to see." Like going into the morning,
yeah.
Like we knew we were most likely not going to get a good opportunity. Like again, we're still going to sit here and wait. We might still end up getting some, but like I didn't want us to sell off overnight. So
someone, I don't want to say this on stream. I'll text you this.
Okay. You're the reason why I got into ICT. Let's go. I can feed my family. Got my first trade on a funded account with you. Took a W. Let's go.
Best. Go ahead, DM.
Let me see.
Again, so far the bodies are still respecting this. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'll actually short this 3-minute if it gets inversed. This new 3-minute. 10:24. Okay, only if it gets closed below.
So this is what I would want to see become the manipulation, because now we have SMT at that high. So I want to see us dump here. I think we're probably going to dump the new lows, to be honest. I'd want to see that happen, but ES is kind of a little wacky right now.
Yeah, and if we do violate this bullish 3-minute, that would be the, okay, we're delivering off of this fair value gap.
Yeah. This would be where we should reject. We should reject here and then continue to sell. This could be a possible short entry. I kind of want to wait for a little bit more confirmation though, because I just don't like where ES is at right now. ES is just chopping.
Yeah, my short is if we close below. That's all.
Yeah. I honestly would rather want to see ES go take that high first. But this SMT should hold. We should reject this 30-second sell. We'll see. I'm just kind of watching here.
Aryan, I was kind of looking for that bullish fair value gap to hold overnight, and it didn't. And then That would have been a great short opportunity this morning, but we already kind of dumped like 50 points overnight, and it just makes the AM session just not give you clean entries. And I don't trade before them. I don't trade overnight, so I would have missed everything. Yes, PB futures. Again, so even though my short entries, if we violate this 3-minute, we might not even get it, and that's okay. I'm just saying if we do, I'll short it. Let's see. Not the cleanest 1 minute. No, I wouldn't consider this a model. I mean, if you really think the bias is bullish here and we get a 1 minute close above, you could try it, but you have to be very confident in the bias here, and then stop would go to break even at 16,763.
Yeah, honestly, I would say to be extra patient right now, because keep in mind ES is still in this range. Like, we haven't really picked a side yet.
Yep.
Shorts are going to be a lot better if ES can go take this high at 4771, because right now we're just chopping in this range. NQ is kind of the only really thing giving us a bias right now. Again, I would want to see this 30-second continue to get respected and sell back. And then once this S&T starts to hold and we can actually get displacement out of this 5-minute, then we might be ready to maybe see lower.
So far, this 1 minute is being respected. So this is something that you would maybe short if ES wasn't like this, right? This 1 minute fair value gap, because we took the high, we're delivering on a fair value gap.
No, I wouldn't short this 1 minute here.
Okay. Is there any reason? Like, is there any
There's
reason?
there's not enough structure. Okay, so basically, if I was to short this, I'd need to see displacement through a swing low, which we haven't had yet.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Oh, but it's a 5-second swing low.
Oh, you're right. My fault.
Oh, I love when I get that. I love when people tell me that.
Nah, I always just say, no, you're so right. My bad.
Again, bodies are still respecting this 1 minute fair value gap. So if you're bearish, this is what you want to see. Okay?
Yeah, we should sell from this 30-second.
Again, yeah.
And then I would probably take the next.
Yeah, I'll short if we violate this 3.
But I want to see this get ran through. Just a little sketchy here. I want to see, dude. I need to see ES get up here though. I don't like where ES is at all.
Yep, ES is just it's very 50-50 here. I try not to look at ES too much. Like, dude, mood, chill, bro.
I honestly think ES is going to go have a move higher, which is going to probably bring NQ up with it.
Yep,
I think ES is going to go. But I don't think we can go lower. I mean, we can go lower. That's not what I meant. But I think ES is going to go take this 771 level beforehand.
Yeah, again, it does not matter to me at all. I'm just waiting for this to be violated or not violated. To be or not.
I'm just saying here.
To be or not to be. Yeah, that's what I'm saying right now.
$30 still getting respected, starting to displace out of it.
Yeah, let's see this 3-minute violated, please. Dude, this is gonna suck. There's 13 seconds till this 3-minute closes, and we'll have to wait a whole another 3 minutes if this isn't violated.
It should. I mean, we're selling right now. I see what you're saying. Oh, we're going.
Oh,
we're going.
oh, it looks like I'm gonna be able to get in. Let's see.
That 3 minutes open though.
Yep. Nope. See, I put my limit there, and I had to cancel it now because we didn't close below.
See, now a better entry for me would be this 1 minute that opens. Like, once this 1 minute short opens, this for me would be better, because once we reject the first imbalance, I can recognize the model more, and then it's just better entry for me, in my opinion.
So this is where I miss my model a lot of times, because what'll happen is we'll close inside the fair value gap, and then this next candle will close and also hit the low at the same time, and at that point I'm not shorting. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I might not even get what I want here.
I honestly might just watch this, because I just don't like where where we're at right now.
Yeah,
I kind of want to see a little bit more, and this 1 minute might actually end up getting closed. Yeah, we didn't even end up holding that.
I like this inversion if we get it, like especially if we let's say we form like a 3-minute order block here, and this is an up close scan, like that would even be better. Just
kind
of waiting. Again, if it's not violated, I'm not shorting. Simple as that.
We should reject like right here and continue to sell if we are gonna sell. But we're also displacing off that 1 minute. Like we just bounced off that 1 minute for value gap, which again makes me think ES still wants to move higher.
And it got closed. This got closed as well. Yeah. So again, if you guys are bullish here in my chat and we violate this candle from 1029, please long this. Okay, this is a good long if you're bullish. Okay, wait 30 seconds. As long as it closes above and does not hit the 2027 high.
The recent high, yeah.
Yeah, then this is a good long. It looks like we might hit the high though.
We're gonna definitely hit the high. It looks like.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Again, I'm not bullish, so I'm not taking this. But if you are bullish, this is a great play. Okay, it's an A+ setup. We're delivering from a 1 minute. We have an inversion. Liquidity above. This is a great play. So we don't get it. We don't get it. Okay, so there's a close. Again, if you're bullish, please take this. Trust me. Okay, if you're not bullish or you don't know, just don't touch it. Wait till I get in something because I'm not getting into this. I'm assuming more of the advanced.
Yes, doing here.
I'm assuming the advanced people are going to get in here. And then again, stop to break even when we hit 16. Yeah, right there. Okay, so stop the break even now. All right.
If you're in a long two, let your runner go because ES looks like we're going to expand to that high.
Yeah. So your stop would be to break even there, and your target would be 16,779.50, right?
Yeah, we should run here. So now at this point in time, ES is hanging on to this daily for value gap. So I'd want to see displacement out of this. What I'd be watching now is that 1 hour for value gap, which is going to be that high. So I'm 477, 1.75. I think it's going to be the draw. We should work our way up out of that.
So in this situation for me, I would not want us to retrace here because I would get stopped at break even. I'm not in this play, but for other people, like I trade really religiously with my inversions. Like,
yeah,
when we hit the and it's gonna be different for every setup. See how the entry was so close to the internal high here?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be better sometimes. It's gonna be worse sometimes.
Yeah, the R risk.
Yeah. Looks like it almost stopped at out break even, but didn't quite. So since you guys entered, it's gone almost 15 points. So again, this would be
we should
high.
work our way to this high. If you're in a long, your runner should be at 80 or 780.
Yeah, that almost stopped out of break even. Did not quite hit though.
ES is working its way up. We just tapped that 1 minute on ES too.
Yep. And again, the 3 minute did inverse as well. Okay. Again, it's up to you. For the people in my chat who did long the inversion, again, it's gone almost 20 points, so it's up to you whether you want to scale. But yeah, I'm not gonna tell you how to trade. I'm not a financial advisor.
We're at such a we're kind of at an area where we could kind of go both ways here. I mean, I want to see if ES is going to displace off this daily, then if this 15-minute gets ran through, I want to see us work our way back to 785.
Yep.
But price action is pretty fucking slow right now, so I'm kind of just waiting for us to start doing something.
But to me, just this reaction and that inversion was pretty bullish. So I mean,
yeah, that was super bullish.
I literally
all the times that we've sold off, like, is just so weak, and then by the time we rebalance to the inefficiency, we just pump.
It's impossible for me to be bearish here unless we just go down and violate the 1037 gap.
I agree.
Like, nothing about this is bearish. Again, do you guys like how I call out that bullish entry for the people who are bullish, who may have a different bias than me? Doesn't that help you? It's like, it's not a signal service. Like, you're not copying me. You're taking your own play based off your bias. I'm just calling the entry for you. Like, doesn't that help so much? And boom, there's a target. So anyone who was bullish and took that entry, as I called, right? I literally said, please enter this if you're bullish. That would be my final target. Again, I probably want to hold runners here. Me personally, I mean, that's what? 5-8. That's 20 points. I mean, It's up to your trading style at that point, but that would be where I'm selling. All right. So again, if you took that in chat because you were bullish, nice job. Okay. Do you see how that was a textbook entry? If your bias is bullish, right? Delivery off of this 1 minute, right? As Justin said, we got a really quick reaction there. We had a singular fair value gap, which is at 1029. The bodies respected it like 1, 2, 3, 4 times, 5 times. And then we get momentum back through it without taking the recent internal high. And that's your entry. Does that make sense why that was a good play? If you're bullish? Okay, good.
We're hanging on to this. Honestly, I would not be surprised if we move up back to this 844 level. If we get through this imbalance on the 5 minute, then we should continue to run higher. And I'm thinking honestly, we just continue to run up there. I'm gonna clear my chart a little bit here.
And you know how I say the thing about the obviousness? I felt like this was still, even though this isn't as obvious, I still feel like this is a very heavily weighted fair value gap. And it's because of this. See this? Like it's you can see it's very heavily weighted algorithm wise. Like the body's just respected it 5 times, and then we break it finally with momentum. Like that to me is okay. These guys all got stopped out, and that's why it's
honestly
a good inversion.
this could be low of week, Johnny, because we have the SMT. This could be low of week if we start pumping back up today. Again, bigger time frame. That first internal draw buy side is going to be this high, but also keep in mind about that fair value gap.
Just watch to see if we get a bearish SMT here with a yes.
Watch these highs as well.
So 941, 9. Oh wait, wrong. Let's see here. So I am looking for any SMT if we get one, just in case, because if we did get an SMT here, it wouldn't be bad. I don't think we can. So now what I'll do is if we violate this, see here. If we violate the 1 minute fair value from 1037, I'll short, okay? And it would be better if we don't displace above this high.
The only really thing that I'm watching for right now is on ES, since we're still in this daily, I want to see either, like, if we are distributing back off of this, then this fair value gap should get ran through. So the first thing I want to see is that high at 477, 1.75 taken. Once that's taken, I need to see the reaction. If we sweep that and reject and possibly go lower, then that daily could get ran through. But there is the bigger time frame SMT. Like right now, I think we're pretty bullish, but we are still in this bigger time frame imbalance. So honestly, this still could possibly be the manipulation to then sell back off. But I'm just waiting for structure right now.
Yo, Mott Koning, are you trolling me?
If you have to ask that, bro's definitely trolling you.
I keep saying, like, okay, he's just been saying no to everything. He's the only one. This has been a banger stream so far, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh God.
Again,
I'm hoping PA can start doing something more fun.
You guys can see, like, even though our biases have been a little kind of shaky, every single model we've kind of pointed out has worked nicely. Like, that's the nice thing about it. Like, that inversion model just worked nicely because, again, it's a model that I teach. And then Justin's little short worked nicely, went to this. And again, why is this a first price target? Because the bias is a little shaky. We're already really low. You want to scale here just in case we bounce, and we did. So it was a smart scale by him. Like, you can see the models are still working really nicely. And it just shows why having a single model is important.
Yeah, you got to have the foundation of something. A lot of the times, if you go into every single day like looking for something new, you're never going to end up building conviction or like confidence with whatever you're trading. But like if you end up going into the day again just focusing on building conviction, just take trades on a paper trade account. Like recognize the model and say, hey, I think this looks good, or I think like this looks like a short that Ryan would take or Justin would take. Like, let me take this, and then after it, if it works or if it doesn't work, it doesn't matter. Journal it, figure out why it worked, why it didn't work, and then continue to do that. Like once you repeat those things, it's all just experience and practicing that muscle over and over again of being able to recognize it and execute it. And once you build conviction with it and confidence with it, you're going to be able to execute without hesitation. You're going to be okay with putting on risk on because you have confidence with the model and you've just seen it happen many times.
So again, do you guys see how we're not even getting down to this fair value gap I want to use? Like, again, it just means I can't do anything. Again, it just...
Yeah, I'm not touching this right now.
It's not a loss. It's just I have to sit on the side. Like I can't do anything for myself. Okay.
And I honestly think we're most likely going to work our way back to 844.
If we so here's another thing. So now do you see this 5-minute bearish fair value gap? And the 930 one?
Wait, say it again. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
The 930 bearish fair value gap?
930 bearish fair value gap.
On the 5?
Yeah.
So let's say we close above that. Again, the RR would be too bad for me to take. Close above that, and then get like a bearish fair value gap back down into it, and then inverse that.
Out of it.
How long?
Okay, I would, but okay, I would take this a very similar trade to that. Like, but the way that I would look at it is honestly probably what you do. Like, if I was gonna take a trade, like let's say this 5-minute gets inversed. Once this gets inversed, I then look for whatever the internal model is. So once we get above this, I would want to see us pull back into this, like pull back to some sort of imbalance or breaker or fair value gap, and then from there zoom in to see the reaction. Once I see the reaction from there, then I take my entry, and I'll take it like right here if I was to see it.
So I'm gonna try again. I'll try one more short if this is violated in the one, as long as we don't hit this low here. If we, oh, I'm not taking. God damn it! Looks like
if that, are you gonna take that 5-minute inverse?
No,
I was about to say that
1
looks
minute.
good. Look at the 5-minute. Look at the 5-minute.
All right. Well, there's the entry again. This is not.
Dude, ES still did not take this high.
Yeah. Again, this is a tough because if we hit this, I'm probably gonna get stopped out of break even if I had to guess.
I'm gonna wait for ES. We might not take that high still, and that'll be kind of upsetting.
Oh. So stop would be if we close back above. We hit this low again. I'm moving south to break even.
Yeah, macro's about to start too.
Yeah, I probably should have waited for the retrace. That's fine. So again, this is going to be my only play for today. Again, if I lose on this, I will not regret it. Okay, it's my model. Goes along with my bias. We swept this high. There's nothing wrong if this loses. This is a perfect play. If it loses, it loses. Okay, there's nothing wrong with this. So we'll just have to wait and see.
A lot of you guys have a hard time with recognizing that too. Like, you'll take a win, and it's a trade that you probably should not have taken at all.
Exactly.
And you're gonna be like, "Oh, let's go! I won!" And then you're gonna lose on a trade that you should have taken. You're gonna be like, "Oh, why didn't that work?" Because when you're focused on making money and not focusing on building good habits, you're never gonna have long-term success.
And this is a
you
trade.
Have to be focused on
This is a trade where I would take no matter if it loses or wins. So
exactly.
Again,
you have to recognize what's a good win, what's a good loss.
Yep.
And what's a bad win and what's a bad loss.
Exactly.
And focus on those things. It's not what's making you money, because trust me, you could be making money and doing the absolute wrong thing. And trust me, when you're making money doing the wrong thing, that money is not yours. The market will quickly take that shit back.
Yep. Yeah, it's a great psychology lesson. Again, not looking great in my opinion here. We'll see. And close above, I'm getting out immediately. Again, you don't want to talk negative while you're in a trade, right? If you guys were in stream Friday, I was talking a little negative when I was in the trade. Again, ICT said not to do that. So again, we just let it play out. This is my model. If it fails, it fails. If it works, it works, right?
Yes, sir. Doesn't look like market maker buy model on a bigger time frame. Not really. I mean, the only way I would say that is if we don't get displacement. Like the only really reason why I'm not super bullish yet is because there's still reasons we can go lower. Like we have the bigger SMT, but my bigger time frame bias hasn't changed yet. Like so even though this sell side level got swept and we have an SMT, I can't really be fully bullish until this gets ran through. Once this gets ran through and we have more structure on a bigger time frame, then I can say. But right now, my bias is literally all from this internal action today because the bigger time frame.
Yeah, if you entered on the retrace, if you guys enter this on the retrace, move your stop to break even here. Okay, move your stop to break even here if you enter on the retrace. I should have waited, but I didn't. Triple equal lows here now. So your stop should be to break even if you're entering the retrace.
A 5 minute should get ran through. It looks like it.
We have 1 minute triple equal lows. I need these to be taken out right away. Okay,
Yeah,
stop the break even here. Stop the break even here. This is not a good stop to break even.
No, whoa, no need to yell, brother.
Even. Sorry. All right, so that play was stop the break even. That's completely fine. All right. Again, not the greatest fill. So that's a break even play for me. But you can still see it's not a loss. So again, if you're still holding, your target would be 16, 7, 16. All right.
I need to see this 5 minute get ran through. If this 5 minute get ran through and we start to get displacement, we could possibly see lower, but I need to see this hold.
Again, you guys realize there's nothing I could have done there. I figured it would be a break even play. The fill wasn't the greatest. There's nothing I could have done.
Oh, it's a little soupy, a little soup city here.
Dude, I just want to say stop the break even because I don't want people to lose.
Bro said, stop the break even. You scream that shit.
So do you see why that 1 minute inversion was so good, Justin?
Which, oh yeah, this 1 minute here.
Yeah, that's the one
because the recent high got taken, huh?
Exactly. Recent high got taken, no displacement. We're delivering out of a higher time frame fair value gap. It's also 1 minute fair value to the left. The problem with that one is I entered on the close and it was so close to the internal low. So that's going to be almost a break even trade for me every time, which is fine. There's nothing I can do about that. And that's my model, right? I'm not going to change that. I'm not going to stop out of break even there. Like I have to, like, it's just how I trade my model. I'm not going to change it. So how many of you guys in chat took that? You executed exactly how I did and you got stopped the break even. Okay, good. And type 1 if you understand why this was a textbook inversion. Jesus, dude, my chat's being spammed. Okay, good. All right, so and you know how like the market has to hit like certain liquidity. You know how the market like has to hit like a certain low or whatever. Like when I see that inversion, I know we have to hit. See, so do you see the low at 10:45 in the 1 minute? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know the market has to hit the low.
Yeah.
So I know I'm going to be in profit. It's just not enough profit. So I could have a 100% win rate all day and scale there for 3 points if I wanted to. But what's the point of doing that? You know.
I need to see this fucking 5 minute get ran through or this SMT hold. I'm looking for one or the other. I'm still just waiting for price right now.
Is anyone in my chat still in the short because they waited for the retrace? Okay. Yeah, it still doesn't look bad. Just make sure your stops are break even. Again, the thing with this is you need, like Justin said, this has to be ran through, and it's not.
Yeah. And we have this SMT here at the low, keep in mind. Actually, no, never mind. Yes, just like this. Oh, hold on. Dude, I'm pissed. Why did ES not take this high? That's kind of like, if ES took this high, it would be so nice right now because we would have that SMT. It would just be clean.
Also, technically, if I didn't know what an inversion was, I would have technically been shorting the 1048 fair value gap. See that? That's
word.
Yeah, remember the play you took earlier?
Yeah.
Same setup, but the inversion wasn't there in the play you took earlier.
Yeah.
See why?
I know exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah.
You're looking for areas which
Yeah,
I
exactly.
would like. We would both normally take trades, but you just are looking for an inverse as
Exactly.
confirmation.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. And that's like my win rate's so high doing that, so that's why I wait.
yeah.
It's like waiting for three. It's like waiting for three confluences instead of one. And
Yeah.
And I was checking my win rate yesterday on my on one of my Tradeify accounts. I was talking to someone. It's currently at 85% right now. So
Let's go.
I'm about to get another payout on it. So I try not to lose on it because for credibility purposes, I'm trying to get to like 85 to 90.
I'm ready for the market to start doing something. I either want to see us start displacing off this 5-minute or this get ran through. Honestly, this is what I would really like to see. If ES took that high, it would be a lot better. But I think this would be really clean. Once this 1 minute gets ran through, this should be the sell model. Something like this.
Again, for everyone in my chat still in the short, again, stop should break even. And again, just watching this hit, you're watching the stop loss, you're watching take profit. Okay, this is where if I wasn't streaming, I'd just walk away from the screen. Okay, I'd leave my limits up. And again, your first target would be the equal low is at 16,716 if you're in. It really just depends on if you bought the retrace of the inversion or you market but bought like me. If you bought the retrace, you should still be in because it's still valid. And then
I'm still waiting.
In this situation, because of the higher time frame, I would hold a runner till that 5-7 level as well, which would be 11R, 11.18R.
YM is fucking. I don't know what the hell we're doing here.
Yeah, I'm not even looking at YM. So Justin, let me ask you this: if you were just beginning to learn ICT, would you long this 1 minute fair value gap at 1037?
If I was just beginning to learn, I honestly could not even. I don't even remember, bro. Like, probably. I don't even remember how I used to trade when I first started because I've just solidified like so much in my brain of like what to not to do and what to do. Like,
yeah, I totally
but
remember.
Probably something like that. I would just long or short any fair value gap I saw.
Yep. Dude, your chat is trolling me so hard.
We should get bought up here. What are they saying?
They're like, oh, I was saying the break even thing, and they're like just trolling me about. Someone said, why wouldn't Dodgers put on more size instead if the win rate is like 90%? Bro, you realize I have a personal account where I trade a lot more size, right? I trade fund that is on stream because it's just for legal purposes. I don't want to be in trouble. Thing.
Looks like we're starting to displace off this 5 minute. I probably expect us to go higher here, especially when ES hasn't taken those highs.
Yeah.
This was a breaker long entry here. If you took this breaker, we should move up to the new high.
So now anyone who did get in that retrace on that 1 minute inversion, they would get stopped to break even here. Okay.
Dude, we look like we want to pump. I'm not gonna lie. Like, we failed to break down so many times.
Yeah, every single obvious fair value gap is holding so far. So I'm making merch. It's gonna have stop the break even on it. Have you ever thought about making merch?
Yeah, I have designs for them.
Yeah, I made.
We're working on it right now. I've literally gone through like 3 manufacturers, and all of them I just don't like. Like I've been trying to find one that I actually like because I don't want to just put shit on like a t-shirt and like sell. Like I don't care. I want it to like actually be like good quality and like something that I would actually wear. So.
So again, you can see the bias is clearly not short, but do you see how that's still not a loss? That inversion play is still not a loss, and why it fits so well with my rules? Because even if my bias is wrong, I know we should at least retrace to that internal low, and that's why I don't lose a lot. right? There's other models that if your bias is wrong, you're gonna get wrecked no matter what. I hate those models because I don't want to get wrecked. Like my model is for if my bias is wrong or if it's right. Doesn't matter.
Do you have a specific time when you're done trading? Normally around lunch, like I'll kind of like normally like in the next like 30 minutes to an hour is when I'll start to like be like, all right, I'll probably take a break, go to the gym, maybe come back in the PM session, and then check from there. Finally, yes, took this high. Hopefully, we can see a reaction from here.
By the
But
way, boom for anyone in my chat who just took that.
I think we're most likely going to pump here, though. We look really bullish. That 5 minutes holding as well.
Dude, my whole chat just lined that 1 minute inversion. The
Really?
1048. Yeah, that was perfect. Yeah.
I think we're going to work our way up to these equal highs. I haven't seen a setup yet since that. I'm waiting. The only really setup that I was looking to take was this unicorn, but we didn't tap this fair value gap. We just kind of just went off of it.
Dude, you guys are going off today on these inversions. Yeah, that was a good inversion just because, again, previously before, delivering off fair value gap, it's obvious. We broke it with decent momentum. You can even just see the momentum coming out of it is pretty good. So, nice job if you guys took that. By the way, for anyone in chat, like, kind of confused or lost and they're like, oh, why didn't you say anything about it? Okay. You definitely need more, like, you just definitely need to sit in here more and you'll start to pick them up. I always like, there's always like a new group of people that join and
start taking random shit.
Yeah, and they don't learn for 2 months, and then there's a new,
exactly.
And then they tell the new people to join, like, oh, this was me 2 months ago, but now I understand. Like, it's just, again, if you saw that 1 minute by yourself and took it by yourself, that's growth. So good job.
Low resistance liquidity on the 1 minute, like all these lows. I need to see more bear. Like we're not bearish at all right now, though. We're just kind of slowly working our way up. Again, we're just putting in new highs, making higher lows. Like we're just kind of slowly working our way up. That's why I think we're going to most likely speed up to the long side here, just because we failed to go lower so many times. And I'm expecting this 5 minute fair value gap to most likely get ran through to the upside, and we're going to buy side. The draw on liquidity is going to become 843. So I'm most likely expecting us to start speeding up here to get through this imbalance. Like we're already starting to get a lot of displacement.
Jack to 1045. It's because just the reactions we're getting off these bullish gaps. That's why I'm WP4. Like this reaction is, you can't be bearish off this. If you're bearish off this, you don't know how to trade. This is not bearish. The only bearish thing I've seen was that 1 minute inverse I took. You know, it got stopped to break even. Nothing else. No structures breaking. We're getting higher highs and higher lows. Every single bullish fair value gap's holding. Okay, Zeusie's probably in this trade recording, and he's gonna upload it on Twitter later, and he's gonna be going for this 930 high. Like, yeah.
Let's go, Vass.
So again, I'm still going. So now I'm still going to look for a play. I need to see a bearish inverse formed, and again, I'll just wait for it to be inverse. Okay.
If I agree. I didn't really. Again, like I said, we're gonna most likely speed up through this imbalance.
Yeah, and
I didn't really get the long entry here that I wanted.
Why
so
not?
Again, I'm still just watching.
Why not try like the 1104 fair value gap?
Which one?
Why not the 1104 one doesn't look good. Like that wouldn't be an entry you would take.
No, because no. Once the 16786 high gets taken after redistributing to the 1 minute, I can't take a long.
Okay. So if we form a 5 here and then get another 1 minute bullish inversion out, I'll take it. So we should go to this 930 high. Again, if you don't know, 930 high is a really good liquidity pool, and it has an abnormal wick, and it's also an intermediate term high, the 915 candle.
Also an imbalance on a bigger time frame.
And it's also an imbalance, yeah, so we should go there. So again, I'm still looking for long entry. We have to
close above this 15 minute.
I don't care about the 15 minute here. I think this is bullish no matter what.
Honestly, I kind of want to see us hang on to this and then run this 5-minute for Vicap to the downside.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. Not gonna lie. Like the momentum through this is a lot.
I know, I agree. Again, right now, guys, I don't really care to touch this at this point. Again, I need more confirmation of structure. Like for my personal, like I took that trade in the morning. I'm up on the day. I'm waiting for more opportunity right now. But for me to get a high quality opportunity after this move up, this either has to continue to get ran through and then wait for the 5 minutes to open and then wait for a pullback to that and then wait for the structure there. Or we either continue to hang on to this imbalance, reject this order block, and then run this 5 minute to the downside. That's the only really thing that can happen for me to take some sort of setup. So right now, I'm just still watching price.
Yeah, I'm still looking for I'm looking for a long inversion here again.
Standard deviation, we don't really have I mean, I guess this would be the manipulation move, but it's not kind of, I guess. And it lines up really nicely with the New York high, so.
Dude, I thought I was gonna have to share my first loss on Twitter today. Guess not.
What is DXY doing? DXY starting to retrace. I really don't see DXY going much lower than just taking this recent low here, so that's why I'm a little skeptical on ES and NQ.
You also want to know another if-then statement?
What?
If we get a 5-minute fair value gap here and we violate it, I'm going heavy short. Like,
Oh, I agree.
I
That's
don't,
what I'm looking for.
I don't think that's gonna happen, but again, if it happens,
That's
it's
what
an
I want to see
if-then.
happen.
Yeah,
Because that's the only really like good quality
exactly.
setup we're gonna see.
Yeah.
It'll be like really clear.
And again, it's another if-then statement. Like,
yeah, exactly. Whoever is in the chat right now and thinks like, oh my God, Justin and Dodgy are always changing their bias. Like, oh, if then this, blah, blah, blah. You are actually brain dead if you think like that's a problem. Like trading is literally a game of constantly being fed data. If you can't constantly change your bias, then you're not taking into account the data that's constantly being fed to you. Like the more data and the more the market is actually showing you what it wants to do, of course your bias is going to change. Like you need to be able to flip your bias. Like if you're married to a bias and you're just continually waiting for it to happen and the market's just not showing you what you're expecting to see, you have to be able to, be on a swivel and be able to look the other way and just take into account the data that's being shown you. Of course, yes, if this happens, I'm going to be bearish. That is a valid statement. Like if you think that is like not a valid statement, then I simply don't know what to tell you.
yeah.
I'm putting on more jams. Since Mark's not doing anything, I'm going to put on some little more upbeat jammies.
Dude, for me personally, like this has been a great okay, this is not a signal service stream. I know I took the one plane and got south break even, but a lot of my chat, they've learned enough from me. Like they're taking their own stuff. Like I'm actually so happy. Like, and again, I'm outlining everything, so
I'll say this. It'll get to a point, like I'll say this with my community. There's when I do like I did a 7-day free trial, and a lot of the times people that come in are expecting like me to just constantly, guys, if you want handouts, go to an options Discord that is literally just gonna type 365 calls, 0 DTEs. Like if you want something like that and you want to go blow all of your money, please feel free to go one of those communities.
Yeah.
If you actually want to learn, then join one of our community. Like we're not focused on just like spoon feeding you alerts just to be like, oh, like literally playing strings with your little head, like pulling your dopamine wires to like make you pay. Like we don't care. Like our goal is to literally just make sure that you guys know what you're doing. Like our whole goal is to actually teach and build good traders, because the people, I don't know about you, Ryan, but when I first started trading, I would join communities
Yeah, I would
that would
too.
just teach me terrible habits, and it was just absolutely the worst way that you could possibly trade, right?
Yeah.
They weren't showing me why they were taking a trade. And at the time, as a trader, all you want as a new trader, like, you just want to be fed calls because you're attracted to shiny things. You're a fucking moth to the flame. Like, you just want to make cash, and you don't care about learning. Like, you just want somebody to give you the easy way out. You're soon going to realize that if you try to take the easy way out with trading, you're going to get absolutely fucked. And if you don't like actually realize that you need to put in work, I highly recommend make that decision. Go get fucked, because a lot of the time people need that. Like, me personally, I needed to get slapped in the face a couple times for me to realize, like, all right, this is not going to work. Like, I need to actually be able to learn this shit. And then sometimes you just got to get to that moment in your career. And sometimes joining a community like that and figuring it out the hard way is sometimes, how you have to learn.
Yeah. And I think, again, educational services is great, but you do have to take signal. Like, you do have to signal some stuff, because if you don't, you're not going to be credible, and that's fine. Like, just, it's not going to be like an everyday thing.
As an influencer.
Yeah, yeah. Like, if you're new and you're joining, like, you're gonna want to see them.
I think it's just
signal
trading on live.
Yeah, you're gonna need to see them trade sometimes. Like,
yeah,
it just can't be 365 calls here every 5 seconds of the day.
Yeah,
like,
I would also recommend too, if you have a mentor that like doesn't trade live, I would just say be a little skeptical. Like, you want people that trade live are just a lot more credible, because
exactly.
you want to be able to hear like their thought process. Like, what's really good about like having a mentor that trades live is you're able to hear their thought process, like able to hear why they think certain things like in real time. A lot of people don't do that. Like, when I first started trading, I don't think any person in the community would be trading on live. Like, they would just be alerting in a text channel.
Yeah. Dude, it's so funny. Like, I know half your chat hates me and half my chat hates you.
Dude, you want to know what's crazy? It's always like that. It's always like that. I did a stream with Danny. My members were hating on him. His members were hating on me. It's literally just because like followers get so attached to the way that like we trade that when they see anything other than that, they like go crazy.
Yeah, no, I agree. Dude, someone just said you should become a rapper.
I know. I talk hella fast. I know. I talk so fast all the time. It's funny. Somebody in my channel said that when I watch ICT, I use 1.5 speed, and when I watch Justin, I use 0.5 speed.
That's funny. So again, another thing I like to point out here is, I don't think people have ever actually talked about this, but this is actually a failed OB here. The 3-minute candle on 1106, we closed the same level as it, so it's like a failed OB. It's like an OB that was gonna form, but it never formed. So like that would just add to the confluence if we do get a short here, but
I want to see this 5-minute get ran through.
Yeah,
I just want to see us start dumping.
Yeah. And I guarantee you, from your screen time, do you know a time in your head, or can you think of a time in your head that this 5-minute has just been run through in one candle?
No, not at all.
Wait, you can't remember? Like, well, have you remember?
And this signature, like, can this get ran through? And
yeah,
like,
have you
this signature and price?
Yes, exactly.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
It's because we're back to the reason, and I'll tell you why. The reasons why, like, there is absolutely possible that we can just immediately inverse this move. And the reason why I think we would do it here versus anywhere else in the day is because we're back to OTE of the range that we recently had from the morning New York AM. We're still in the bigger time frame imbalance. This is the first ever like 5-minute that we've actually created with displacement. Like, the other 5-minute was just small and we kind of hung on to it.
I agree.
But this is a big example. Like, if this 5-minute ends up holding and like this gets ran through, it's very clear to understand like we don't want to go higher because of how big the imbalance is. And again, it's all focusing on like one key thing. Like, the key, in my opinion, the key to finding the drawn liquidity is just recognizing what's being respected and what's being disrespected. Like, right now, you can see all of the bullish imbalances today have been respected. We pump in the morning, retrace to the 1-minute, holds, pumps up, retraces to the 1-minute, holds, pumps up, retrace 1-minute, holds. Like, we just continuing to rebalance to bullish inefficiencies and then displace higher off of that. So now we're at a point in time where it's like, okay, we're in this 15-minute, we're in the 5-minute. Our goal, right? We've been bullish pretty much the whole entire day. So if we want to continue higher, this bearish fair value gap has to get ran through. But there is still a possibility that this 5-minute will get ran through to the downside, and then we'll start the market maker sell model to go back to new lows.
Are you looking
that's
at?
All I'm waiting for.
Are you on the 1-minute all right now?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, this inverses, I'm gonna long this.
Okay.
I'm sizing way. I'm sizing way down here though, because it's after 11 o'clock. But Only if we inverse it, and we do have equal highs above or relative equal highs in Q. Not bad. So
yeah, it's not bad. What would be the tick base on this?
This is so if you guys don't know, I literally don't trade after 11 o'clock, barely. So if I ever see a setup, I'll just size way down just to see if it works. But looks like, again, it's not going to matter if we don't inverse this. Looks like we're not going to inverse it anyways, which is fine. Again, like I save myself from so many losses by just we don't inverse something and I don't take the trade. Like I can't take the trade if something's not inversed. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
I save myself so much in that, and that's why I love my model. Did you see my video on Twitter yesterday about the market structure shifting?
Market. I don't think so.
Okay, dude. Have you ever seen like? Wait, can you watch my screen real quick?
Yeah.
Dude, I swear, every time I go on Twitter, they'll be on like the 1 minute time frame or the 5 minute time frame, and they'll be like, "Oh, here's your market structure shift." Have you ever seen that before?
Wait, what?
Yeah, they'll label this as a market structure shift when we break it, like this. And I'm like,
that's crazy.
I'm like, dude, what?
People don't recognize displacement.
Yeah, they'll be like, "Oh, here's a market structure shift from 5 days ago in the 1 minute chart." Like, no, it's just a liquidity pool.
Somebody in my chat just said, "Bro, edges to his model."
Oh my god, dude! People in my chat are, chat are saying, let's see what they're saying. Need subtitles to keep up with this guy. You ask him a question. You ask him a question, and you get an essay. Oh, that's funny.
A dodgy. Let's play the silence game. Anytime, I feel like traders can't like collab without their communities just going like crazy on each other.
That's fine. By the way, for anyone wondering about this inversion, if you're already green for the day, I would just not take this if I were you. It's after 11. If you're green for the day, I would just tape read this or maybe take this on like an eval account or whatever. All right. Does that make sense to everyone? Again, it's just it's a B setup. We're outside the kill zone. I still kind of like it because we're still delivering off this 1 minute fair value gap and the body's respected it, but and I would just either go really light on this or just don't trade at all. 20 seconds of the close. And this would be an OB as well if we got it. Or it would be a CISD and a nice.
Much love, Woodrow.
Yeah, it's not inverted yet.
Yo, if you pass a funded on topstep, can you wait to activate it without paying the monthly subscription, or does it charge you? I think you have a time, like you have like 1 month to activate it, I think.
Oh my god. Well, it's probably not gonna give me an entry. Alright, I'm gonna log here. It's just there's too much momentum. And then I'll let you just put the TP at here. Looks like we should close above. Again, I'm really light in this. It's after the kill zone. This is just, it's not a play in my. I'm just trying to try it here. If you're already green, just please do not touch. So there's the close.
We should see higher. That 15 second just got respected.
Yeah, I just took a long. If we hit these equal highs, I'm gonna obviously I would scale one, but it's not really that good of RR, so I'm gonna wait till like 21 to scale one.
I don't even know. Yeah, I think we're most likely going to go see those equal highs. I'm still waiting. There's really nothing I like here.
Yeah, I would usually scale at these equal highs, but it's not good RR. My fail wasn't the greatest. Come on, give me some acceleration here, man. Just have to make sure NQ doesn't hit first.
Oh yeah, ES looks fucking clean.
All right, stop the break even here. I'm scaling one here for 10 points. Boom, let's go. And then my other two limiter at 16,842. So 16,842 is my final, and my stop just is sitting at break even now.
Why'd you not like the 5 minute? Because there's not enough. The risk is way too. For me to slap along in that 5 minute, the risk is just way too skewed.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why I slap along at the 11-13 inversion.
Yeah, yeah.
If this play hits, it'll be about 30 points. So I'm actually gonna scale one more here just to stay. I'm gonna scale another one at the CE. So 16,835. See why that's such a good long, right? It's just an OB, equal highs, momentum.
What was the risk on it?
Let me see. Well, technically the risk should have been. This is about a 4R here. If I entered, yeah, I entered a little more prematurely. Do you see my screen?
Wait, let me see. How did you scale already or no?
Yeah, I scaled one.
Okay.
And I'm holding the other two. Again, I'm not really heavy in this. I don't trade at this time, so. Again, I want to see us keep accelerating up here to 16,842. Dude, I really thought that would be my first stream where I didn't take it. Like, I've been green every single day in stream. I almost got off stream, but I saw that. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing this. So again,
still waiting. No reason for me to touch this right now.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for more.
Again, stops to break even. I don't care what happens now. We'll either let the take profit or let her break even stop hit. Ideally, I want to see this 1 minute fair value gap hold at 1122. Okay, that should hold. Bias is right here. Yeah, I took one trade before this, but it was a break even play.
Yeah, this ES trade looks really nice. If you took a long in that 5 minute, this would have could have been an opportunity. That sell side sweep displacement, this imbalance should get ran through on the bigger time frame. Once we break through this, pull back, long targeting New York high.
Someone in our chat just said he took minis instead of micros on this play.
Oof.
That's nice.
Unlucky.
No, that's lucky because it's a win.
Lucky, I guess. My bad.
Yeah, did anyone in Justin's chat take that inversion of me when I said I'm buying here? I can't even read Justin's chat. Again, I'm not going to tell you how to scale, but oh, you got no, nah, yes. You'd have never taken that, bro. It's a 4R. How, like, what is wrong with that play? Like, it's such a good play, and we have momentum, and it's a buy model, and we have a 930 high that just is a normal wick at the top. Like, dude, this is such a good play, man.
I think the only problem like with it is I don't think the risk is 4R. Because if you scale up this high and then your PT's up here and your initial stop's down here, it's not a 4R.
Yeah, the risk for me is like 2.5R, but I'm just saying from like a play perspective, like if you were to hold and never scale. Okay. I'm never not gonna scale. I'm always gonna scale. But like from a perspective of okay, it's if you don't scale, it's a 4R. Like that's what it is. That's what I mean by that. It's a 4R. The entry is 16,808. Okay. When we close above that 1113 fair value gap. And your stop is a close below it, which if I had to guesstimate would be about 16,800. That's almost a 5R, but I'm moving it down to 16,798.
I kind of want to see us come back to this low.
Dude, your whole chat hates me, and then my whole chat's like, let's go. Because they see, I never lose.
Guys, just because you don't take a trade doesn't mean that it was bad. I mean, you can have your opinion. Like, me personally, I haven't really seen much opportunity today. Like, I just don't. I'm waiting for more. Like, I don't really care to like take little intraday scalps unless it's like worth it and I have high conviction for it. But right now, I can have a bias. Like, people think, again, like we literally talked about this before. I can have a bias, but I'm not going to take a trade unless I have a model that I have conviction with. Like,
I only said
for me to take a long up to these New York highs, I would want to see us come back down, like stop right this low, rebalance to the bigger time frame order block, and then work our way back. Because then this becomes the inverse once that 15-minute closes.
Yeah. By the way, SB, I said not to take it for green. I didn't say not to take it. I said don't take this if you're already green for the day. If I was already green on the day, I would not have taken that. But I'm break even on the day, so I took it. Why would I take that play if I was already green in the day? I would have logged off for 11. Profitable people won't understand that. That's discipline. That has nothing to do with trading.
That proves how tribal human beings are.
Yeah, dude. Dude, it's so funny because you guys barely see me lose these types of plays, and then Justin's like, "Oh, why is he taking that?" Like, dude, that's textbook. It was a CISD. We're delivering out of a 1 minute.
No, I'm not. I'm not wondering why you're. I know exactly why you're.
No, not you. Your chat.
Oh.
Your chat. It's just funny. So again, I'm gonna stop out of my runners here if not really runners, it's still majority position. If we close back below this 1122 for Valley Gap. And then I'm gonna get off after this. Again, I'm not gonna. I'm done for the day after this.
Yeah, I'm watching. I might come back in the PM session and see what we're doing then, but I'm still just watching. I'm already up on the day from that initial trade, even though it really wasn't much. Should still be up around like 1 or 2K, but I'm waiting to see if we get better opportunity. And I'm up a lot from yesterday too, so.
Want to see acceleration here, please, 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 please.
You're not liking the 5-minute fair value gap that just opened? I would never take this though. That's the thing.
It's
like
too
this
high.
would work, but
it's way
too high. Like that's what I'm saying. The better setup would be again waiting for this to come back down, take this low, rebalance to the bigger time frame order block, and then look to see more structure here, and then work our way back up. But again, if this fair value gap gets ran through this 5-minute here, then we go lower. Now I don't think this will get ran through before taking New York highs though. We definitely are going to go higher for sure. I don't think we're going to sell for sure.
In the money 0 TTE, I literally posted stats of me getting a payout on Twitter, and it was a. Okay, I'm not responding to that.
People will always hate. No, just ignore
it. The stream's basically over for me, yeah. If you guys are done, I'd probably leave my stream now, okay? Please be disciplined. I'm not doing any more teaching. I'm just watching this play out.
This is hilarious. Justin, you good, bro? Word around town as you tripped over your own balls and fell off a small cliff. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm targeting CE here. I already scaled 1, but yeah, I'm not even in that heavy. I felt like that was a decent play, so we'll see. Again, I'm not really liking this reaction. This is where the market just is gonna slow down, and yeah, the stream's basically over. You should be leaving. If I guarantee you, all the profitable people in my chat have probably left stream already.
Yeah, honestly, I would say if you're up from the morning, there's really no reason to touch the rest of the day. I mean, you can maybe check in the PM, but honestly, this morning was kind of boring. At least for me and my model. Like, I didn't get as much opportunity as I want. Again, I'm still up on the day, so I don't really care. But going into a day like this and coming out of a day like this, you literally have to sit here and say, I did exactly what I needed to do. Like, today was a great day. Like, today's a great day if you do exactly what you need to do. Like, executed, took advantage of a trade, up small in the day. And again, I stayed patient and I didn't see what I wanted to see. So.
Yo, what's up, Irving? Dude, your chat is crazy. Again, no hate to Justin chat. I understand, like, you guys are a whole different breed of people. You're used to taking all these really high RR trades that Justin takes, and again, that's fine. But you got to realize, unless you've watched me live for more than like 5 months, you'll know I barely lose.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you like. Literally, all that matters of like people will come into the trading community and like bash other people for literally making money. Like,
again,
you
it's
are
just
a degenerate.
we
You
just
are
had
literally a degenerate if you were
yeah.
like bashing other people for like actually being successful at trading. It literally just shows that you're insecure and you can't do it yourself, so you hate on somebody else for doing it because you can't do it. Like,
again, we just had different trading styles, which is fine.
yeah, which is totally fine. Like, it doesn't really matter what you trade. Like, if you are winning, why be upset about it? Like,
oh, by the way, have you taken a Robbins trade yet?
no, I haven't touched it.
Yeah, that's dude. I'm gonna enter Robbins. I can't do it yet. I don't think my psychology's there. I'm gonna look at the leaderboard and I'm like, oh, I'm
Another
in.
year.
Dude, I was a 4-sport athlete growing up. I'm gonna look at the leaderboard and be like,
yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm in
I'm not
30th
even gonna be
place.
looking at it.
I'm gonna force full port this play to make
Yeah.
that's what I'm afraid I'm gonna do.
No, I'm not even looking at the leaderboard. I mean, like, for example, I took all of last year. So like 2022, I used to trade like heavy size. Like I used to trade like 10, 12, 15 contracts like 2022.
Yeah.
After that year, I took a whole entire year last year of just de-risking and building my psychology and discipline. And then now this year, after last year, I'm doing Robbins because I feel like I'm just ready to test myself.
Dude, I really hope ICT wins throughout. Like, not even for the sake of
Me too. Honestly,
dude,
I would too.
I don't dick ride ICT anymore like I used to. Again, he's human too. I mean, he literally aims for like we literally have the same thoughts and just he's not perfect. He makes himself look perfect because he posts all these.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was telling my Discord. Is I said the downfall of ICT and Robbins is going to be him wanting to prove so much to the people that he is going to just get overly emotional. Like, he wants to prove it so bad that like his concepts work.
And he can. Like, I know he can. It's just he needs to. Like, I just hope it goes well.
That shouldn't be his goal though. Like, he needs to just focus on trading well.
I know. Yeah, thank you, Wes. I appreciate that. Yeah, we just have different models. And the other thing I get is people ask me on Twitter, you know how I only post wins on Twitter? Like, people are like, why do you only post wins? It's because I don't know, I just don't take that many losses. I took one loss on my live in the last month, and it was like a dumbass like chase that just wasn't even a model. But like,
do you do like charting sessions in your Discord?
Yeah, I do like random backtest sessions. They're not planned or anything, but I'll just like randomly, and I do daily reviews every day. So I'll make like a 10-minute review of the day.
Gotcha. I do, yeah. Like, at the end of every day, we'll go over like all the trades that we took, like what we did right, what we did wrong, and then of course like what we look at going into the next day. So it's like we'll do a live trade in the morning, and then at night we'll do the charting session.
By the way, anyone still in? Again, 16835 is a target, and then 16842.5D. So. If you want to scale here, you can. Just up to you.
Hey, if you've been able to sit here and haven't taken a trade today, or maybe taken one trade, small win, maybe break even, maybe a small loss, you should be kind of proud of yourself, because our goal, again, is to continue to build patience and discipline. You have to be able to sit through this. Again, you shouldn't be able to look at like this move to the upside and be like, oh, I could have made this, or oh, this person took this, I should have took that. Like, never compare it. You have to ask yourself, again, did I do what I needed to do today? Did I stay patient? Did I stay disciplined? And that's how you should really judge yourself, based off of if you had a good day or not.
And you got to realize, like, you have how many people watching? 1,200. There's probably so many people in our chat who just come here to like take plays, and they don't even understand.
For sure.
They don't understand like it's the end of the kill zone. If I'm green, stop. Like, they don't understand that part of trading yet.
And a lot of the times though is you have to go through the experience of being up and then losing it and then do that like 100 times. Like I know about me is like I would trade in the morning and then like continue to trade during the day and then give back my profits and then I would just dig a hole and then like I'd go up from being like 1K on the day to like down 3K and that just had to happen like so many times for me to realize like what the fuck am I doing? And then you just solidify rules for yourself to like stop that from happening. And now I pretty much just stop after like it's just second nature now.
All right. I think I'm just gonna get off here. I don't wanna if I stay in live stream, I'm gonna start talking about some other play and I'm gonna make someone revenge trade or something. So I think I'm gonna get off here. As much as I'd like to trust my chat, I know they're gonna overtrade if I stay on. So thanks for having me, Justin. It was a pleasure.
Of course, brother. It was a great stream. I had a great time.
Yeah, that was a really good stream. Very educational. So
This one.
And yeah, literally before I leave, I just want to say 16842 is my final target, and then after I don't, and I'm not gonna pretend to know. So, I'll see y'all later. Thank you guys for joining, and I think that's all I got for now. Again, my DMs are always open if you have any questions, and yeah, peace.
Sounds good, brother. Peace.
Yeah.